Hello, my amazing people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across my platform. If it's your first time and you like what I'm doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification, and that way you'll be able to know when we upload a new video. Here in Linda's TV show, we react to all forms of videos, local, international, especially what is happening in Nigeria. I want to appreciate YouTube. Yes, I will keep on appreciating them for creating this wonderful platform that we are using to disseminate information to the members of the public. At the same time, I put a disclaimer. Yes, I need to inform YouTube what I am doing here. I put a disclaimer that this platform, Linda's TV show, do not and will not promote hate speech, violence, misinformation. We are here to educate, inform the members of the public about what is happening. In fact, myself, I don't like hate speech, I don't like violence, I don't like misinformation, and I don't like instigating war.
But see the role Finland is playing, giving them a template on how to treat Mazen and Kanu, giving them a template against another freedom fighter in Nigeria. Now you see it clearly. The role Finland is playing in stopping the freedom of the innocent. But I bet you, it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter how they delay us. Finland will never stop the freedom of the people. They will never, ever stop our freedom. The more they try to stop our freedom, the more Chukwu Kabema will deny them their own peace. This peace they think they enjoy. The more they continue to meddle into the case of Biafra, the more they expose themselves into the danger they cannot come out from.
Heaven will defeat our enemies.
You see?
Mazen Kanu is fighting for his people. He's fighting for the right. He's fighting for the poor. He's speaking for those who cannot speak for themselves. And that is what Simon Ekpa Njoko, the Prime Minister, has been doing. Speaking for the righteous, speaking for the poor, and those who nobody can speak for. And since they start for justice, the God of justice will fight their battle.
You see?
That is our prayer this morning. Yeah, Maze, I thank you so much, and I've been watching since you started from the speech of Mazen Kanu, the speech of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, and all that have been going on in the evil land called Nigeria, and all the evil support from Finland. You know, one thing that is making me, sometimes I wonder, is not the beating of a foreigner, a stranger. If a stranger hit me or quarrel with me, even just as I'm living here in a foreign land, sometimes when it happens, when I look at them, I will use the word that Christ said. He said, you wouldn't have right over me if it were not given to you. So they wouldn't have right over me or treat me anyhow if the country I came from did not give them the power to useless me, to treat me like nobody, for me to accept the things that I'm not supposed to accept. So what it hurts me is not just those people or those strangers that, or those foreigners that treat me. What is hurting me much is the one that my own person is doing to me. Because Nandi was in our and if you are going with your little child, when a very gigantic trailer, a caterpillar is coming, he will run to his father or his mother too, not knowing that even that trailer and that caterpillar is more bigger than the father and the mother. So when you run to your people, when they're pursuing you, run to your house, your community, your kinsmen, and they push you away, push you to the enemy. It's a kind of I don't know how to handle it, because I first want to touch the word concerning the so-called the young people you mentioned here, the so-called the King Ruaga and the Udele, and many of them. And yesterday evening, when I came back from work around the 12 o'clock, I was watching. I put up my phone, this thing. I see Kai report playing the confession of Osage and the Chinas and Woru and what they were doing. Even though our PM Simon Ekpa spoke about it about 2 or 3 years ago. But he's coming here now to confirm those things that our PM was talking, and he himself confirmed that he was among those people that was fighting against Simon Ekpa. So, and look at those guys you mentioned now. You can go to Àngry and those other ones around them. So tell me what will be giving these people courage and the energy to be doing what they're doing. This is the Àngry, the wife, a woman that lie in the same bed, that used to lie in the same bed with Mazi Simon, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will call this woman my wife and take her anywhere. And this is the Àngry, this woman was calling the king of the media and the best friend of her.
Imagine.
This is the same man that the lawyer that was defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court.
His best media warrior.
And calling the best media warrior. This is the man that is indicting Nnamdi Kanu before even the government or the judge indict him. And ask them to make sure that they remove his life or they will jail him for life. That is not worthy to live. So, then you think yourself, if this woman were your wife and you come back home and when you look up and you look down, you search your mind how you started with this kind of person from the first day and what you have been going through with such person that called wife. Then you start asking yourself, what is going on? That is the question. What is going on? So, my brother, let me not talk about Finland, because in Finland, we will say Finland have nothing to lose. Finland have nothing to lose. They are Europeans. Now we Jonathan, now we carry ourselves come.
Now we carry ourselves come. Oh.
Now we carry ourselves come. So now we carry ourselves come Europe. Now we carry ourselves come Europe.
Only we follow come.
Yes. So that is the situation. So Finland have searched. What can we be? Why must we say the truth when we have a big contract in our hand? Why must we, because of Simon Ekpa and the Biafra people and abandon such amount of money? In the first place, they lured them in with this money and this contract. That is the job of the lobbyists that lobbied for Nigeria. Went to Finland and told them, will you, because of Simon Ekpa and Biafra, and you lose such a contract? And there's called the
I am.
And the man stop said, no, I will I will better grab the contract. I will not, because of Simon Ekpa and Biafra people. I don't know who is Biafra. I have no contact with Biafra. I have no business with Biafra. I will take the contract, the evil government of Nigeria, even though I know they are demons. Then what did he do? He went and he called back the ambassador that was saying the truth. You know, the first thing he did, he called back the ambassador. And they, knowing fully well the way the white people do their things and their government, when they called the white, the first ambassador was there, who never give Nigeria opportunity, because he know the evil, he know the truth. Even unless stop or whatever they call him, knows the 100% the truth. But because he want to lay hand somewhere, as if he called this ambassador back, because the ambassador could not be bought, and that woman cannot represent what he want to do in Nigeria. So he called him back, and they take the person who would not look back, who have the same judgment like him, and he sent him to Nigeria. And that one came and tell you that Simon Ekpa had been hindering the bilateral agreement, bilateral business and contract that we're supposed to have been having all this while. How many contracts have the federal government given to Finland since they started having relationship? Which contract? How many bridges have Finland built for Nigeria? How many power plants have Finland built for Nigeria all these years? So can somebody who is here, who know anything about Finland and relationship with Nigeria, tell me the major contract or deal Nigeria and Finland have ever had since they started relationship? If not this one, because of Simon Ekpa and Biafra. And let Alex stop, grab it, and say, throw him into the jail. And he will go down. An evil country that even devil himself rejects, Nigeria. Knowing all the atrocities, he did not question how they were killing our people, even when they were not carrying anything like a stick. We are Simon Ekpa there at that point in time. Was there any evidence where they say this is the civilian that Simon Ekpa instructed to be killed or by? Did Finland have such evidence? The answer is no. So where did they get the evidence they used to justify that Simon Ekpa worked for terrorists and belonged to terrorist organization? How can he belong to terrorist organization when the IPOB is still in Finland registered? Where can there be terrorists when IPOB group came to testify against Simon Ekpa? Then who are those terrorists? This thing that Simon Ekpa belonged to. So these are the questions that the court of Alex Stubb is supposed to give to the world. IPOB is still registered in Finland. They are still existing in Finland. Finland did not tell us that the IPOB in Finland is a terrorist organization. So which party did Simon Ekpa belong? Have Simon Ekpa been terrorizing anybody in Finland? Which crime have he been committing since he came to inside Finland till the death? That will make them to take the testimony of Nigerian government, which every country know with every evidence from east, west, north, and south, that this country is evil against their people. This country is evil against the so-called Igbo people. Their country, they are no good for any citizen of Nigeria. But why the Igbos own is too much is because Igbos are the people who develop every part of Nigeria, and instead of promoting them and helping them to develop, you went about destroying their properties everywhere, and when you destroy it, nobody will speak. If anybody talk, you throw him into. And Finland, there is evidence about all those things. And they close their eyes and they say they are jailing him for 6 years. So the case of Finland is not, for me, it makes no too much sense. We'll talk about all the evils in the international community, that people will know who Finland is. But what pains me more is the one my people are doing. The one our people are doing every day against their people, against their brothers and sisters. Tell me what these people will gain. What will they gain if Simon Ekpa went to jail and served for 6 years? Just to make sure that Biafra is closed. What will they gain if they closed Igbo land? Or if Simon Ekpa is no more on the seat, how many of them are standing for the Igbo people? For the past 1 year now, Simon Ekpa is not there. For these years, where is Ijere? Where is Ikengo? And all those people. I listened to, was this on Sunday? One foolish man saying he's a professor living in Germany. Obueze or whatever. Frank. He was speaking in this guy's platform, the so-called Dr. Damage. They were asking him questions. He always like to gain respect when a lot of people will come everywhere and call him a master of academy. And they ran him to take questions. He was talking rubbish. That Simon Ekpa was killing he's not against the agitation, but what he's against is when somebody will use it to kill his people. So who was killing their people? This one, Simon Ekpa, is not there. Who are killing those people?
Who is the one killing the people now?
Yeah. So this foolish man living in Germany, I have not been seeing that code. I have not seen Udogachi. Have been not seen those people that what do you call him? As how the Kubo is training and they send the Eastern governors bring them down to be killing our people. And he is telling me that the agitation, the Biafra will not come because you cannot be killing your people. Who is killing their people? So, my brother, that is why, as many that agree that they are fighting for this freedom, should stand on their feet, because we're supposed to know they are now open. Look at the call again. I watched again somebody that called himself living in America. I was always this, as I used to come in this your platform. This guy was in January, February this year, when this guy was platform was on. The so-called what is his name again? Obi-Wan. So we used to come in Obi-Wan. This guy that they call Obieze, he used to live in America. He was the person that tell us that he find out that Ogen Kerry was a lawyer, Isaiah Anyago in America. He was the one that tell us that he has a mechanic workshop. This Obieze. As when we are gathering that time, talking as we always gather in your platform, talking, I was thinking that the guy is reasonable. The same guy now is calling this person on the side of Adada Ramma. He's saying that if you watch this video, you will cry. Say they're supposed to go and catch Ngozo Reweze because Ngozo Reweze, since Simon Ngozo Reweze was a COS for Simon Ekpa, the child terrorist, then they're supposed to hold Ngozo Reweze too and charge him because she is the second in command of Simon Ekpa. So all those places that Simon Ekpa was terrorizing, that Ngozo Reweze supposed to come and answer question. And the person who is supposed to arrest again is Àngry. That Àngry was the finance that was holding money for Simon Ekpa to do those terrorism. These are the people we are. This one is of recent.
Biafra.
This one is one of the about 2 days ago. He was making this very, very evil with another platform. Both of them were discussing it. That since they have jailed Simon Ekpa, the next person they're supposed to jail is Ngozi and the finance minister Àngry. These are the people that we will come out every day and talk as we are talking now. So, my brother, is very, very disappointing when all this evil come from the people that you think they were on your side. You never known they were, that is, demons in sheep clothes. This was somebody was vomiting on the air against somebody, Simon Ekpa of yesterday. He was calling my PM. He was calling on Batobia. Now he followed Finland to call him terrorist and calling for the arrest of W0RST to come and ask question, to come and answer question. And Àngry should not come and answer question, but because these are the three people that are strong listening with Simon Ekpa. Maybe you have not had this one. So, yeah. So, what can we be saying? Nigeria, breathe out on.
So that's what he wants everybody that is talking about Biafra to be arrested. That is what it means.
That is, yeah. But he's calling now for that W0RST and the Àngry should be arrested and join Simon Ekpa. That is what the guy is saying. The so-called OBSD and Dadarama. That is their final judgment. That these are the strong ally of Mazi Simon Ekpa.
But this is that stupidity and insanity we are talking about. Just like the program Mazi Simon Ekpa made when he said that anytime you open your mouth and call him a terrorist, you are calling yourself a terrorist. As they are calling for the arrest of a fellow Biafran, you are equally calling for your own arrest.
Okay.
Except it's not this Biafra that we are talking about, except they have another project they are talking about. Anybody that come and begin to promote arrest of a fellow Biafran because of this agitation, I wonder the kind of Biafra the person is asking for. Go ahead, my brother.
The point there is, when they come in does not mean that they are Biafrans or they were fighting for Biafra.
Oh, that's true.
So that is where I'm getting everything difficult. Because how will you detect these people? You can go rag at the final day, show you completely who he is. And this guy now completely show us who they are. So, if you are talking about Udele, we know that Udele have not been supporting, have been killing the people who are fighting for freedom. But these ones that call Jesus Savior, 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 Savior. They call Jesus Savior, Savior. At the end of the day, they were the one that first crucified him. That is what is my problem. But those people, you know, they rejected you from day one. At least you know they're not on your own side. But those ones who join you, eat food with you, do everything, at the end of the day, they turn to be Judas. That is my problem. So how do you detect them? How do you detect them? That is where we have problem. So that is why if somebody come out now and start telling me, pinpointing the weaknesses of this person and that person, or start talking rubbish, or this government is doing that, government is not doing this way, I will not always carry them with what they are saying. I might come in as because it's like my network is shaking.
Yeah, we are hearing you. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. You see? So that is the problem we have. When you see people always, when they come, they will only see fault. There is nothing you do they will like, except even if you leave it for them, they will not do it. Those who say this, you are not doing this, you are not doing that, we then want to take that position to do it. That is the point. That is the point. So we'll come to this platform now and say, why are you not talking in this way? Why are you not talking this way? Why not that person go and talk the way he wants to talk, the way he feels that is the best? Then he will go and talk on that.
We lost you. You.
Yeah, I think my network is shaking. Yeah, am I coming out again?
You're back again.
Yeah. So that is the point. So Nigeria is a country that is where everybody know that they are deceiving themselves. The so-called very black man, you use the right word for him. He is still deceiving himself because he has not come to the reality to know that Nigeria is finished. They are only trying to make sure that every flesh of Nigeria, they suck it. And how they are going to go on a strike, because Dangote said he will be delivering petrol on himself. So he bought about 400 something trucks. So he doesn't want anybody to deliver the diesel or petrol. So he will be one who will be producing. He will be the one who will be doing distribution, everything. Why are we having problem in Nigeria? Is because of all this kind of thing. The whole people who are senators in all the whole senators, all the whole governors, there is no one that doesn't have more than 10 filling stations in Nigeria. So if they don't make problem with oil in Nigeria, how would they get their millions? All of them have oil filling station. The senators have filling station. The governors have filling station. That is why things are not working. Because when they hoard fuel, they will make millions from there. There is no one single senator that doesn't have filling station. Not even one. Or the governor that doesn't have filling station. Because it's oil business. Once they put fuel scarcity under 1 month, they make billions. From there. So all of them from A to Z, they have filling station. How will things work? It cannot work. So this guy that is shouting for Sowore and all those things, they know they are deceiving themselves until they stand up on the right thing they're supposed to be doing, so that everybody will go home and manage themselves. I don't know why they're afraid to stand on their own. Even the so-called Fulanis, I don't know why they're afraid to stand on their own as a country. They will do more better. They will conduct and they will be happy to practice their Islam. So, and allow other people to start to practice their own. And everybody will be peace within the region. But instead they will be continue campaigning for one Nigeria, because they too still have one interest or the other in that Nigeria for corruption. Not to make it better, no. They are not crying that if they give a very dark man Nigeria now, he will turn it into good. No. But for him to better himself as well. But now he will fight with all muscle that this person is that. And the people will follow him. If he give him a state now to rule, he will look for his own personal interest. And he want to remain from governor to senator. From senator, he want to be a minister until he will die. That is the how Nigerian politics roll. So nobody wants to finish and get down from the power. No. They will be there on the politics until they will die, because they know what they get from being in the forefront of power grabbing. Everything they owe, they grab it from because of their political this thing. So that's why they cannot go into politics and come out and have another business. Which business is Wike doing? Wike have no business. His business is politics. And he's a billionaire. So that is how Nigeria is. And this is the kind of people that Finland are dealing with. They know the truth, but they just choose to go with the evil. That is what everybody know. And everybody know that Finland know the truth, and they choose to work with the corrupt and evil people. Because Alex Stubb, I believe the man is corrupt. That is my own thinking. That man is not a good person. That is the fact.
He is not.
So we will continue to encourage the Biafran to stand against all these evils, all these mountains that Mazen Nandekano talked about, that we are going to cross many mountains. And these are the mountains that is coming out. Even inside us, those mountains will still come. And heaven, by his own power, will overcome them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that.
Network.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for that wonderful, wonderful contribution. You have spoken well, and the Biafrans are listening. Every one of us, we must not allow them to make us look small. We must not chicken away from our responsibilities. We must not allow their lies to fly. We must continue to speak. With every little opportunity that we have, we will continue to speak and speak to the world about what is happening to us. The truth is there for everybody to see. No matter how they pretend, the truth cannot be hidden. The involvement of Nigeria in what is happening today, in the insecurity in Nigeria, the involvement of Finland, because Finland has now involved in that insecurity. In fact, Finland today has been indicted in insecurity in Biafran land. They are indicted because things are now worse than it was before. Mazi Simon Ekpa was doing everything he can to curb the insecurity in the southeast. While he was there, Biafrans had a lot of confidence in themselves. The chaos we have now, we don't have it. The disorderliness we have today, we don't have it then. The constant taking of innocent life by the terrorist government of Nigeria is not happening then. Everything was limited. It was almost coming to an end. All of a sudden, Finland took him away, and thereby opening the floodgate of hell in Biafra land. Do you know how many people have lost their life for that past 9 months, or more than 9 months that Mazi Simon have been detained? Almost 10 months he has been detained. Do you know how many people have lost their life in Biafra land? Do you know how many people have lost their life because of his absence? People who have lost their properties, who have lost their means of livelihood because of the absence of Mazi Simon. Simply because of information that comes from a country that cannot be trusted. A country that cannot be trusted anywhere. There is no place. There is no basis upon which anybody can trust Nigeria. The record is everywhere. It's not just because we are saying it. Thank God that today you saw the video I played. It is Very Dark Man. Very Dark Man is not a Biafran. He's not supporting the agitation. But he saw the report he brings. When we say it, they say, oh, it is a propaganda. But the person that said it, he's not into propaganda. He's in that Contraficon Nigeria. And one of the most important reports he made, this one I used to say that the media of Nigeria cannot go to the front where things happen. Every single thing they report, they know nothing about it. All they do is to sit in their office. The Minister of Information of the government will write to them a note on what to say and what to do. And whatever note that is written to them is what they are going to play for the world. And you think they went to the front. They don't investigate anything. They don't go to any place to find out what is happening. As we speak, terrorist activities are still going on in Nigeria. Attacks are happening every blessed day. Even as at last night. As at last night. There's a latest Boko Haram attack in the northeast. In the northeast, last night, there was a terrorist attack. A recent nightmare assault by by Boko Haram militants in northern Nigeria resulted into the killing of dozens of villagers. The death toll stand at approximately 60 people, highlighting the ongoing threat from the insurgent group. 60 people. This is just recently. Recently, it is not. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday, because this is today's news. This is today's news. And what do you hear? The only thing you see, the presidents will come and give a directive and say do this and do that. Look at it here. President, in response, mounting security threat, President Bola Tinubu has ordered full review of all military operations aimed at eliminating militant and terrorist groups across the nation. This is what you always hear. Eliminate who? They won't do anything. They will be counting the number of dead people as if it is animal. 60 human beings just last night are gone in that zoological republic called Nigeria. And nobody will do anything. Look at this one again. Look at this one. Multiple attack mourned across the country. The United Nations has condemned a recent attack in Borno State that left over 50 civilians dead. These are reports. And Finland is seeing is it Master Simon Ekpa that is doing all these things? Is it Master Simon Ekpa that is taking this innocent life? Huriwa Human Rights Association of Nigeria decried coordinated weekend attack across several states that killed more than 150 people. Just this weekend that passed over. Just this weekend that passed. Coordinated weekend attack across several states that killed more than 130 people. Did you see it anywhere in their media? You will not see it in their media. They won't talk about it. They pretend all is well. Just like very dark man was saying there. They will be feeding you with the BB Niger. What Obi said. What Atiku Abubakar said. They will just be confusing with political nonsense that doesn't make sense. Election that is coming in 2017, now they have stopped governance. Nothing to talk about security and governance. They are talking about election. Why people are dying right, left, and center. People are dying right, left, and center without any help from anywhere. Global terrorism index such. Nigeria rose to 6th place on the 2025 Global Terrorist Index. They are number 6. Even this number 6 is manipulated. They should be number 1 because I don't see where they are having the kind of loss of life you have in Nigeria. They placed them in number 6. Nigeria rose to 6th place on the 2025 Global Terrorism Index, recording 565 dead from terrorism in 2024, up from 533 in 2023, a 34% increase that reflects a worsening trend. Even the figures they're giving us are wrong. We and I know that they are wrong figures. And that is why they were able to hold 6th place. Because the media is dead. Independent media is dead. It's only what the Minister of Information wrote and sent to them. That is what they carry. That's what international media do. Even international media, they can't report it. They can't get anything. Everywhere is caged. Just take, for example, during the time of NSAS. NSAS, no media in Nigeria could be able to report what happened in NSAS. It was CNN that used a satellite to cover it. CNN have to use a satellite, their satellite coverage, to release what happened. Meanwhile, you have local media everywhere. You have conventional media. This is the country that Finland is supporting. This is the country that gave Finland the information that they use to sentence Simon Ekpa. You can imagine a country that the media is dead, investigation is dead, government sit back and manipulate to whatever number and concoct all the number they like and give. This is a country that is providing Finland, they say, information based on information provided them by Nigerian security. Which security? Security that is being infiltrated by terrorists. You have the terrorists in the army, you have them in the police, you have them in the custom, you have them in all areas. And These things are on video. It is not maybe we are saying it. When they bring them in and put them, induct them, we see them on video. When they were putting them into their custom, we saw them on video. Into the army, recruit them into the army, we saw them on video. When they recruit them into police, so it is not a propaganda, it's not a blackmail. Terrorism and violence statistics 2020 to 2024. Between 2020 and 2024, Nigeria experienced 5,291 violent incidents, resulting in over 20,000 casualties, combining injuries and fatalities. In just 2024 alone, there was 43 documented terrorism events and 1,306 bandit attacks in the Zoological Republic. This is the country that Finland is supporting. This is the country that is giving Finland information that they use to say that they jail Master Simon Ekpa. You can imagine. Terrorism and banditry remain rampant with deadly assault occurring regularly, particularly in the Northeast. But it doesn't really matter. The issue that they don't even pay attention to what is happening in Biafra land. They don't even pay attention to our side. Nobody pays attention. All they do is to castigate us. All they do is to send their military. That is where they have their operation. That is where their propaganda machine is working. They will never speak about it. And their governors and Ohanes and Igbo is helping them to push the evil narrative. Federal and military leaders are reacting with pledges to strengthen operation and adapt strategy. Where? It is always pledge by pledge. Every day it's always pledge with nothing to show, nothing, only pledges. Civil society and international bodies, including the United Nations and Hariwa, are calling for urgent, effective action. This is just a mere nonsense. The only effective action is to divide that nation, disintegrate Nigeria. To your tent, O Israel, let every region protect their boundaries. Let the boundary redrawn. Every region be on their own so that they can be able to secure their boundaries. Nigeria doesn't have boundary. As it stands today, we don't know where is Nigeria and where is not Nigeria. A country that built a railway all the way from their own country into another country, in Niger. How are you going to draw such boundary? There is open border in Niger. People go to Niger, they come in, they enter anyhow. Already, Buhari made it open and told them to come in. Once you come in, you are a Nigerian. And that is why the insecurity can never be curbed. The same country will come up and open their mouth and tell you, these insurgents are coming from Sahel region. Why would they come from Sahel region? And you say you have your military, you have your army, who are supposed to be protecting the border. They don't protect the border. What they do is they come to Biafra land, begin to go to villages, to burn houses, massacre innocent citizens of Biafra. That is what they do. They don't protect the borders. They don't. So if United Nations cares, what they should do is to look into the solution, the lasting solution. They should look into the lasting solution. It is not talking, making noise every day. It is not. Indication shows deepening security challenges alongside rising death toll from terror-related violence. Is it Master Simon Ekpa that is rising it? I am asking Finland authority. Are they not seeing these reports? These reports are there online. These are reports of the insecurity in the Zoological Republic. But they wouldn't talk about it. They focus on the Biafrans, people who are genuinely seeking to defend their land. And the worst is those of them who claim to be Biafrans, but all they do is to tag their own brother a terrorist, tag their own sister a terrorist. The only place where they have strength to identify a terrorist is with their own brothers and sisters. When it has to do with their brothers and sisters, you see them, they have strength to talk. That is where they come and they raise their shoulders and say what they don't know. But when it comes to the real terrorists, they see them, they disappear. Now, SND, we celebrated that Master Simon Ekpa is detained. Okay, Master Simon Ekpa is not on the way. Has the atrocities of the terrorism, has the terrorism stopped? Has it stopped? Are you now secure? Can you now go to your village? Can you now go to your local government and conduct an occasion? Master Simon Ekpa was your problem. Can you now go to your village boldly and conduct a ceremony or conduct a program? Can you? Continue to deceive yourself. Continue to push your lie against yourself. Continue to deceive yourself. It will not change anything. It will not change anything. What matters now is how to save life. And if you care about Biafran people, you should be thinking of how to save life.
You own businesses everywhere in Nigeria. For that reason, you want everybody to die. Nobody is above death. Death is going to visit everybody. Just have to pray that you live and make impact in this life. The impact that matters now, as far as Nigeria is concerned, is not the impact to make people millionaires. It is impact to make people to be alive. It is impact to make people to feel secure. It is impact to make people feel they are free. That is the biggest impact you can make. Millions are going to come. People will become millionaires when they are alive. Of what use is it? You make somebody millionaire today and tomorrow he died by gunshot from Fulani. Of what use will it be to the society? You pick up somebody and send him abroad and he come back to Nigeria and police will kill him. It is happening every day. Why do you want to continue to be part of a country like that? Why? We'll all have seen millionaires. There is no amount of money you have today that Igbo people have never met before. Everybody knows who is Ezego. Ezego of Ihala. Ezego of Ihala was one of the richest men. What happened to him? He died in accident. Ezego died as he was coming back home.
You have heard it. What matters today is how to save life. That is the most important thing to us. It is not how to be a millionaire or billionaire. For those who are putting their mind in propaganda, lies, bribery, and corruption, on monetary interests, you will be alive now to eat that money. You will be alive to eat it. What matters today is how to save life. And that was what Master Simon Ekpa cares about. Saving life. Even though they promised him to make him the Dangote of Igbo land, he rejected it. They made several promises to him. He rejected it. He refused. All he wants is freedom. Just like Master Nnamdi Kanu. Master Nnamdi Kanu was given many offers, including oil well. He rejected it. All he wants is freedom. But today, we see people accepting even recharge card. People accept just recharge card. People accept just house rent. People accept just phone to talk rubbish, to speak against themselves. The ones that are lucky are the ones that even get some money. Some don't even get they didn't get anything, nothing. Just hatred in them. They hate themselves. Because somebody make you angry, because of that, now you hate yourself. Have this. Peace man, you are welcome. Go ahead and speak to us, Peace man. Let's hear you.
Yeah, bro, choose.
You're welcome.
Hello. Are you hearing me, sir?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon from where I am.
You're welcome.
I want to say something about our people. You know, we shouldn't be rejoicing over our own brother. It's not a good thing. Even though our brother is bad or good, we shouldn't rejoice that our enemy have put him in the prison. You know, because in Nigeria we have so many enemies. Not one, not two. We have so many enemies. You see, putting our prime minister in jail and you are happy that your own brother, you speak the same language, and you are happy that they sentenced him 6 years in jail. Man, who did this to us? Who do this to us? Sometimes I'll be asking myself, say, why are we like this? Is it a cause that Igbo man will be happy, or a Biafran man will be happy they sentence his own brother that is fighting for freedom for all of us? Because putting him in jail, it means that all Biafrans are in jail. Calling him a terrorist means that all Biafrans are terrorists. That is the meaning of that. Okay, look at Abigail Dabere from Yoruba land. Is calling the Igbos monkey. And the Igbos haven't said anything. All they are all saying, Abigail said this, Abigail. But you are still the same people that you are selling your brother to these people that call you monkey. How will these people value you as Igbo man? Ndị Igbo onye a na-egbu egbu ọ nụrụ nga aha na-egbu ya ọwụ n'iberibe kama ị ga-egbu m ọgbandụ ka mgbapụ. It is better for me to move away from you, for you to kill me, because I'm not going to be looking at you. Then you will not use something and hit me. Then I will say, let me leave it to God. It's a lie. I will leave it to God. I will defend myself. They called you monkey and you are proud of it that you're a monkey. Why must you be proud of it? I am not proud of it, because if the parent is called me a monkey, she is also a monkey. Because she's a black woman, she's a dudu, and you are celebrating with your enemies that you put your own people that don't want you to have freedom. Because people will say it's Fulani that don't want. It's the lie. It's not Fulani. Yorubas don't want us, the Igbos, to live, because they know if Igbos live, then the Yorubas will go. They are not going to achieve nothing. And we should be proud of it that we want to live. We should live. We shouldn't pity them, because with the more you are pitying the Yorubas, is the more. I'm not coming here to discriminate any ethnic group or any tribe in Nigeria. No, but the character of these people, because the way they talk about the Igbos. Okay, look at my Egu. My Egu the other day, he was talking about Biafran and the Kalo to have freedom, blah 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 blah. But end of the day, my Egu now is not calling Simon Ekpa terrorist. My Egu general that broadcast.
Don't mind that idiot. Don't mind that idiot.
I was very shocked. I said, how can you? That means, Brachus, do you know that really, the Yorubas are real betrayers? I'm telling you this.
Very big one.
I have never been closer to my Egu before, but I have been closer to Yoruba people. They are jealous. They are very arrogant.
What is wrong with him? Jealousy is what is disturbing my ego. Because when Mazin Nandekan recommended him, but when Mazin Nandekan left, he found out that Mazin Simon Ekpa is in charge. He couldn't handle it. He thought that maybe when Mazin Nandekan is not there, he will be the one reigning. Everybody will now follow him. When he saw that Mazin Simon Ekpa was not getting grand, that is where the jealousy started. He began to for no reason. And Mazin Simon never responded to him, not even once.
Okay, the worst part that this very man they call my Egu will be talking about Mazin Namdekalo. Oh, Mazin Namdekalo is fighting for his people, and my people, my Biafran Igbo people, will be going to his platform and go and be watching him, thinking that this guy is really fighting for us. Immediately, Immediately they lock our prime minister. This guy now change, start saying Finland. No, our prime minister is not a terrorist, Mr. Egu. My Egu, let me tell you, my Egu, if you are hearing me, if prime minister is a terrorist, they won't sentence him to 6 years. Do you know how many years they said? Do you think a terrorist is just a year sentence? A terrorist is a life in jail. It's life in jail. A terrorist is life in jail. They don't. Do you think what they call it, Nigerian government, terrorist government that is integrating the terrorists into military and to become vice president? Do you think we are going to? No, we Biafrans are going to deal with terrorists the way Israelites deal with terrorists. That is how Biafra will deal with terrorists, Mr. Émérg. You dare not say Simon is a terrorist. For your information, you are a disgrace, and I will never listen to you again, because I thought that you are well educated. You are not well educated. You may go to school, you may go to university, but I am well educated than you. I think better than you, Mr. Émérg. You are a disgrace, and I for your own sister to call the Igbos a monkey. The Igbos are better than you people. You can't do without Igbos, Yorubas. You can't. Shut up your mouth. You people should shut up. You can't do without Igbos. If you're a Yoruba person, you are hearing me, you can't do without Igbos. You people are in short, you people are lazy, you people are touts. I have lived in Lagos. I know where you people behave. You people are touts. You people are touts. You people are not responsible people. Dangote is making billions. Is it not because of Igbos? Eh? The richest man in Africa is not because of Igbos. He's rich because Igbos are industrial people. They buy things from him. They make him rich. How many ethnic group in Nigeria that can compare with the Igbos? You people should shut up your mouth. We Igbos should come together and stop all this betrayal. They are laughing at us, thinking that no, we are going to live. You want to see comparison. You want to see Yoruba and Hausa and Igbo, who is more intelligent, because they say Yorubas went to school. Yorubas are the most intelligent. It's a lie. Yorubas are not well educated than Igbos. Do you think going to school is educated? You are educated? No. Educated is from your brain and your mind. How you react, how you behave. It's not by going to school means that you're educated. No, because if that Abigail Dabera is educated, she won't say such a thing that she said, because she herself is also a monkey, because you are black. You see the word that a white man used to refer a black man, you will use to refer a fellow black man. Shame on you people, because this one Nigeria we should stop deceiving ourselves. This one Nigeria is not working, Mr. Choose. It's not how we should stop. Igbo should stop deceiving themselves. Igbo should stop using weapons to fight themselves. We are not made to fight ourselves. We should stop celebrating.
Hello, my wonderful people. As we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.